Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Igama AsandaNtini and welcome to today's video. Today we are speaking all things feminism. What is it and what are my thoughts on the modern feminism? Let's get to it. First of all, I'm not an expert in the study and the philosophy of feminism in any ways, but I am, I read a lot of the literature, especially right now because I'm working on a blog that's coming up this week, I think on Sunday, if not latest Monday morning. But I'm working on a blog that I'll be speaking about Black feminism and what it means for what feminism means for a Black person as compared to an average white person in the movement of feminism, how it started and all of that. That's what the blog is all about. I'll link it here once it's done, and I will also post on all my socials if and when it's done. So don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. It's at AsandaNtini, and my Twitter at AsandaNtini as well. All right, with that said, let's speak about feminism. Okay, did you subscribe? Hope you did. Let's speak about feminism. So feminism, broadly defined, let's just give the broad known definition of feminism. It's the equality of genders or sexes. It's the equality between, it's the belief that men and females should all be treated equally and or are equal, whatever that might be, whatever that equality might be for each and every person. Now there are so many talks of feminism right now, and most people, especially people that don't like reading, take and accept feminism as defined by woke feminists in social media who often have never read the theory of feminism, do not understand where it comes from and how it came about, and what are the theories of all of it. Now let's discuss what it's not. For many people, there's an assumption that women want to now take everything that men are and make it their own. That's not the truth. For people like myself, I like being a woman. I never want to be a guy. I don't dream of it. I do not aspire for it. However, as a woman as I am, wearing lipstick, putting on makeup, I want to come to a space where I, as a female, with the same degree as a male in his black suit and white shirt, and I in my black dress and black skirt and white shirt, walk into a room, walk into a courtroom and not be treated differently simply because I'm a woman. That's what it is. We both are qualified men and women, and we are here. I do not want to get in there and be treated as the other. That's what feminism for me is about. I don't want to get into a marriage, we're both tired coming from work, and I'm expected, simply because I'm a woman, to come back, we're both working as lawyers, working every day, tired, and I come back home and you expect me, just because I'm a female, to come back and take on the role of now feeding you when, why can't you feed yourself? Or why can't the one who's less tired or who has more time on their hands prepare for food, or we get somebody to prepare for both of us because we are all busy? I don't want to be judged for not being able to do that, and it takes away from me being a female, when it doesn't take away from a guy who and bought food. That's what feminism is about for me. I get that a lot of people get the ideas of feminism and the theories of it from socials, and one of the things that social media especially Twitter, and the modern feminist activists and forefronters are famous for is romanticizing not just romanticizing, but this idea that in order for me to speak up as a female, I must expose my female genitals. Is it called genitals? Female sexual parts of my bodies, like my vagina, my boobs, and everything. And in order for me to get attention, and in order for me to be heard as a female, I don't think it has anything to do that. You can actually go and protest in fully clothed and people will hear you. And it's people are likely to speak to you and take you seriously if you actually take yourself seriously as well. I don't think feminism is only about how you're settling scores through having a lot of sex as with anyone and everyone, simply because you want to prove a point that since guys can do it, so can I as a female. What kind of guy why would you want to be with a guy that has sex with everyone and anyone? Do you think that that's a good caliber man? If that's the kind of man you want to be compared to, that's the kind of man you want to compete with, I don't know if you're doing justice for the feminist movement by simply just doing something that's just completely ridiculous, that's done by not all men and done by not good caliber men, done by men who have no time, men who you wouldn't even want to build a partnership with, and you take that and put it as an armor of honor and say you are liberated, you are free, it makes you free. I don't think that makes you free. I think it, in the long term, and just need to seek therapy. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not something that you should wear as an armor of honor. I honestly don't think it's something that should be done as something that you like, oh, I'm so honorable and I'm so whatnot, I can have sex with anyone every time. Yes, you can. Even guys can do that, but guys that do that and females that do that, no matter how you can try and convince yourself, those are people that we don't take seriously in relationships. You don't take seriously in whatever. If that's what you want to do, do you, but don't say it's a way of liberating and freeing women. I don't think it is. Instead, it's exposing you to different sexual ties. It's exposing you to different sexual diseases. And it's something that you could avoid by simply just not doing ridiculous stuff in this world. It's just not worth it. What does not shaving your armpits and exposing them do for the feminist movement, besides showing that you are unhygienic and cannot take care of yourself? What does it do? I don't know. Not bathing, not being dressed. What does it do to you? You're walking around in your underwear and saying that just because a bikini can be worn at the beach, I'm free to wear it. Why are you walking to the mall in a jacket? I saw one wearing a jacket and a set, lingerie set, and going into. What does it do to you? I don't know. Maybe that's the life you kind of want to live, but I don't think that should be the only thing that is associated with feminism. Those are not the things that are associated with feminism. As feminists, we speak of how we as women want to actually take, I want to find the right word, but take ownership and control of our own bodies and not being afraid. But we're not going to do that being naked. Doesn't mean that we want to do that walking around naked. I want to be able to walk around and wear whatever that I want when I want to. I'm not going to speak on my ability to take ownership of my own body and be proud of my own body by walking around fully naked and probably in a chances of getting arrested for public indecency simply because it's freeing to do so. As a feminist, I want to to respect the laws that make sense. I want laws that are going to make sense. If it's indecent for me to walk around naked, it should be indecent for a guy to walk around naked as well. So angeke pull it down my pants and walk around just because I want attention or I think it's good for the movement. It's not. I don't think it is. No, I'm not here to praise men or whatever, but I want it to be understood that feminism is not just misogyny. It's not a movement that works just to settle scores with men. It's not a movement that seeks to fight and bring men to the battlefield just because we can. It's a movement that wants it to be known that we should be equally, we should be paid equally, we should be educated equally, we should be given the same opportunities and chances in the society because we are all human. It has nothing to do with, yes, it could be that for some it's nice to walk around naked and do that, but don't you think that that sex sells? So you are still doing an injustice to the movement by walking around naked, by freeing yourself to have sex with anyone. You're still doing men a favor. You're just becoming a receptor for their pleasures. They could have sex every day and be fine with it, and you are giving them that, and that's you giving them that without even thinking about it, without even thinking about what it does to your soul. Things like sex are actually very spiritual things that it does no justice to want to actually do that and say you are liberated for. I hope I'm making sense. All right, so finally, why should we all be feminists? I think most of everyone are feminists, and we should be all feminists because we are all equal and we all deserve the same equal opportunities, and we all deserve the same kind of lives. I want us to all be feminists in order to, if you are in a partnership or a relationship or a marriage, have a partner that you know, whatever that happens to you, this person will still run the wheels of this business. They will still run the wheels of this family because we have afforded them the very same opportunities of pay, of work, of whatnot. Feminists are not here to take jobs of men. Feminists are not here to take jobs of whoever. Feminists are here to ensure that there is equality, to ensure that we are all here and given the same kind of opportunities, that one's gender or sex is not an indication or a deciding factor of what can they do and what can they not do. Maybe strength, when maybe a qualification, if the qualifications are the same, I should be given the same opportunities as a guy would get. If work requires the same type of energy and I show that I have that energy and have that strength, I should be given the opportunity and not be overlooked by simply being a female. I hope I'm making sense. But anyways, if I'm not, this is just a rant. I want to actually stop this narrative of saying that feminist movement and modern feminism is simply just a movement where women want to have sex with whoever that they want to, and women want to steal the lives and jobs of men. But modern feminism is still the same thing. It still wants the same outcomes. It still wants us to all be treated equally. So yeah, that was a whole rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're going to take time to read literature, read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts that speak on movements such as feminism, so that you understand, you bring something to the conversation, you bring something to the movement so that we move further. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.